What is happening there, Reject Nation? We are here today to talk about something that was brought to my attention, something that flew over my head. Sorry for looking and sounding a little bit gross, overcoming some stuff. We're keeping the door open as we got some cats who are roaming around right now. But guys, Spider-Man No Way Home. That's right, we're talking about that today. And did Tom Holland confirm that there is indeed going to be a sixth member to round out the Sinister Six? If you go to Coy Jandro's channel, he has the full video there of the trailer release fan event. It's in HD, it looks great. It's the best way to watch it. It's not just a plug for my friend, it's a plug so you can experience it the best, and so a lot of people were just doing videos on their phone. But there was one part here, and my friend Aaron, who was in our Spider-Man No Way Home trailer reaction, to be involved, pointed out this very specific line that Tom Holland said, and I was like, interesting. So I want to play for you guys really fast and see what you guys think. And afterwards, I got 3 conclusions as to what he might be saying here.
This movie isn't just the culmination of my Spider-Man era. We have villains coming from 3 different universes, reprising their roles, bringing them back to life.
He says right there, we have villains coming from 3 different universes. So right now, we know that we got villains coming from Andrew Garfield's Electro, Lizzie, and then from Tobey, Sandman, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin. The 3rd universe is what? What is the 3rd universe? That is the question. And this could be a big deal for people because not long ago, all the leakers, scoopers, you know who all them are, they're hearing it's just gonna be 5 villains, not a Sinister Six. But perhaps Sony is working their way towards a Sinister Six movie. Let's talk about this. We got 3 to 5 theories and then other random theories that we might come up with in the middle of discussing this off the dome today. Theory number 1, he could just be talking about someone as simple as Mysterio, for example.
Or the Vulture.
Or the Vulture, returning villains, really making it feel like a full culmination. Could be Scorpion, because it could be pulling from Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, right? I feel like Mysterio would make the most sense, especially since you're kicking this off with the events of Mysterio's death and how he ratted out Peter Parker to the world.
And how he brought the multiverse at least talk with him.
There's the other possibility I'm sure a lot of people are probably getting at. Maybe it's Venom. Maybe it could be Venom. Maybe it could be Morbius. I don't really know why they'd be there. On top of that too, he's saying villain. That's why I have a hard time believing that, because they are anti-heroes in those movies.
Yes.
They are not full-fledged villains, so it wouldn't make sense they'd be like, we gotta go after Spider-Man right now. So I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with that scene that they teased at the very end when Doctor Strange was like, I can't stop it from coming through, or stop them from coming through.
They're starting to come through.
Eric Voss, New Rockstars, was having some theories as somehow that sequence could be setting up mutants. Charles Xavier's rumored to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. But I don't really know what villain from like the X-Men world it would be that would make any sense at all for it to happen. And then as I was going through Coy's video, I saw people talking about this quite a bit, because there's one very big possibility that we haven't considered. He might have just said that without it meaning that. That we are bringing 3 movies together,
yes,
without saying we have the 3 Spider-Men in here. Maybe he didn't mean that there are 3 universes of worthy of villains, that he's just talking about how they're combining 3 universes in this one movie.
And it happens to be bringing villains over from a couple of them.
Because this is moments after he played the trailer. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of momentum. You're speaking live. Sometimes you say things and put your words in certain grammar formation. It may not have been the best choice of words, and then you got people like us who are dissecting it. I first thought that, like, guys, he might have just misspoke. But then I did go back to that scene of Doctor Strange. So John, who do you think it could be?
Oh boy, it could be Kraven the Hunter. I kind of doubt that would happen. He's also maybe somebody who would have the most sort of reason to go after Spider-Man initially. Spider-Verse, like the actual Spider-Verse movie, get Kingpin in there, or somebody from Netflix.
It'd be Kingpin coming through. That's who Doctor Strange can't stop from coming.
Yeah, because he's so big, he just can't.
Look at this fat bald guy's coming through, guys. He's wearing a
so
suit.
huge. Oh my god. I mean, unless they're gonna bring in a universe that I haven't considered, like someone from DC or something like that.
Or do you think we're just overthinking this?
I'm really torn, because I can absolutely see how we might just be overthinking this. And I mean, even if there isn't a prominent use of one of the Holland universe villains, I mean, there's got to be at least mention of them, or a presence felt of their aftermath in this world somehow. But also, given all the different reports reports and things, some of which have come true. I wouldn't discredit the possibility of a surprise. You know,
I mean, there's a lot of debate surrounding Doctor Strange as well. Some people think Doctor Strange is acting 100% normal. Some think Doctor Strange is acting a little bit sus,
Yes.
perhaps a little bit villainous. So maybe there is something there with Doctor Strange. Maybe he is Strange Supreme. Maybe it's something to do with Wanda. Since Spider-Man No Way Home is segueing into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, theories going around that Wanda might be manipulating our little Doctor Strange here.
I could see that.
Bottom line, do you think he is confirming or affirming that there is a villain that we do not yet know about?
I think that's a distinct possibility because, I mean, you know, they want to tease us with like Tobye and Andrew and all that stuff, and they've been very upfront. And also, they seem to have been the most lax about in the early lead up in revealing these villains. And so part of me wonders if they are concealing some kind of other villain surprise that will either dwarf or really hyper accelerate the threat of the villains we already know about.
Check this out. It is Mysterio, right?
What?
It is Mysterio.
How do you know?
And everything with Sandman, Lizard, and the other Spider-Man, all just one giant illusion. And Mysterio has cast just to piss all you guys off.
Yes, it's the elementals all over
He's
again.
just doing the exact same reveal.
Just bigger, with more recognizable IP. Yeah. It's not a bad theory. He's already shown that he knows how to do illusions based on the elements and whatnot. And what do we get with Goblin explosions? What do we get with Sandman sand? What do we get with Electro electricity? It makes some sense.
Now I'd be happy if there is a sixth villain unveiled. Maybe Ned does become Hobgoblin.
He definitely should.
After
I think
MJ
this is
falls.
the movie for that. Yeah.
And he goes, screw this.
Screw this.
I'm the Hobgoblin now.
And then, you know, the glider's just laying there. He's like, it's time for me to shine. Hoof. Madam Web, May transforms down at the base of the tower.
Right.
She's like, you know what, Peter, you're in way over your head. I gotta take control now. Hey, Mysterio could be a great explanation as to why the lizard got punched. So, like, you know, you're doing an illusion
Right.
that big. It's gonna be a little glitchy, right?
What is your final conclusion?
I'm gonna put my money on that, especially again with the way the official trailer, the full second trailer, really rested most everything on look at our 5 villains and the prevalence of the term Sinister 6. I have to imagine that there's some other thing they have up their sleeve that they haven't even had us thinking about, because I feel like as much as it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood, I think they know and they are using that intentionally toward their advantage, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if they have a surprise threat in store.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for being here. What do you think about his words? What do you believe? Subscribe, click that notification bell, thwip that like button, say hi to Jesus. Hey, we'll catch you guys soon.